Hello, hello. Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for coming to my live show this evening where we talk about another trending news that's been on our TL today. All right. If you don't know, on this channel, we talk about anything that has to do with marriage, parenting, business, relationship, anything that is trending that we feel like we can learn from, we have you covered. We do have a YouTube channel. Please join us. We have a news website, a Facebook group and page, and Instagram. So we have everything covered for lover of news and those that want to gossip. All right, so this evening I want to talk about a very, I'm not going to say it's not a disturbing news because basically when I had to research this particular news that I'm talking about, because I needed to know more what happened, who is she, what actually made people to buy into her Ponzi scheme. So I'm talking about Ovaioza. Now, I don't know if you guys know the story. It's been on the timeline for some time now. So that is Ovaioza. Now, I'm not Benice. If I'm not getting her name properly, please, please, please forgive me. So this is Ovaioza. That's her. She was actually arrested this week by Nigerian police for scamming people to a tune of 3 billion naira. No, calm down. Yeah, 3 billion. Yes, 3 billion, not 1 million. So, how did she do it? What actually happened? How was she able to convince Nigerians, well meaningful Nigerians, to give out their hard earned money? So, I'm going to go through the story and then I can give my, my normal 5 cents to it. Yeah, so this is it. So this lady named Ovaioza or whatever scam Facebook put to the tune of 3 billion naira. She bought houses in the US, married one fine bobo who got her pregnant. She was planning to escape today when police nabbed her in Lupe, Abuja. Case will be moved to CID. So that is the story. So let's actually go to the beginning. How did it all start? Okay. So her post initially, she was actually an influencer. She started gradually with a rape case rant, from what I heard. Then she moved on to a kidney story, and then she now started with the storage business. So she was very popular on Facebook, Twitter, on social media. But her first story that grabbed people's attention was when she talked about that she was raped. And then she brought out a story of, oh dear, of the storage business. Now I know you guys, what do you mean by the storage business? I'm going to give you guys the story and we talk about, yeah, was this actually a legit business idea, or did she start from the onset trying to swindle people? Well, let me tell you what the business was all about. So this is what she was offering people was called a storage business. She was storing farm produce, and then people were paying and investing into it, and then at a particular time you will get your beans and tomato and onions from the north, but you have to pay her, do you understand, for her to actually store it. So people were, funny enough, here, someone last year was asking me for 500,000 for her to go into the storage business. I was like, what do you mean by I didn't understand the business plan, because for me I was like, what is a business plan? How can I give somebody 500,000 to store beans and tomato and onions for me? and then later she will now give it back to me. Why didn't I just go to the north and buy it? I did not, to be frank with you, understand the business plan and how this was working. But let's look at, the whole business plan as it is, yeah? So basically, the company, which is called Ovaioza Farm Produce Storage Business, yeah, the company engages in processing, storaging, and distribution and retailing of farm produce such as gari, plantain, tomato, onions, yeah. Ova will get, so basically she was telling Nigerians that she will buy these things from the north and then she will store them for you. Yes. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, dear, dear. Okay. Now, I don't know if any of us, if you've ever been in this kind of business before. I'm just, giving you guys people that have actually went into the business of what they wrote and what they are saying. So, she actually, let me just show you where, because she took pictures of her in front of the storages that she had. Okay, she actually bought a house. She called it her factory. She was taking pictures in front of all the storages that she had, and people, Nigerians, were actually investing. Like, married women were actually talking to their husbands, and their husband, and something about this, yeah, is the fact that the amount of money you had to invest for you to be part of this business. Do you know how much it is? 500,000. Yes. So somebody told us, I mean, it's not, it's on Facebook. You can go and research, you can go and read up this, yeah. My elder sister beefed me for complete 4 months for not lending her money to invest in Ovaioza. God, I couldn't stop thanking you. The minimum you can invest was 500,000. I'm telling you, somebody actually was onto me, trying to pressure me for me to give her this money. But I did not understand the business plan. I couldn't understand it. So I was like, why will I give someone 500,000 and then later she will pass beans, onions, plantain. I mean, I'm like, by the time, if it's 5 months or 6 months before she gives me those produce, I could have returned and made more investment out of that. I mean, I grew up as a trader's child, okay? My mom and my dad were traders. I'm an Igbo person. So the 500,000, somebody holding your, I mean, were they stupid? I didn't know. But anyway, this woman actually was verified. She was popular. This woman had a lot of backup. She had interviews from major Nigerian newspaper. AIT interviewed her. She was very, very popular. Like, people were actually trooping in, investing with her. And actually, to be frank with you, people just heard, you know what, you give her this amount of money and then she will actually, return, give a return on the investment. And people were actually giving her this money for her to return the investment. And when I was reading this news, it actually got me thinking about how gullible we have become as people and how we want to make money quick as fast as we can. Oh, that's her. That's actually her. She had endorsement from major Jesus. Oh God. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna, even somebody sang a song, was using her name, and she was actually being celebrated. The guy dedicated a song to her. She was very, very popular. So I'm gonna just show you her picture. But that's the house she bought. Like, she used people's money to buy houses. But my question is, this is, if you're gonna, if you're gonna go into business with someone, yeah, do we actually research the background of the person? If somebody tells you, okay, I have a business idea, or I have, something I want you to do with me, Do you go and research? Do you actually take time to go through the person's profile, the person's past history, what the person's done before? Have you actually thought about who am I handing my money to? This girl actually had images like this kind of images on her social. I'm not going to say, but you know what? There is no way I will give my hard-earned money to someone who was actually being half naked on social media. Like she was, if you see her social and the things that she was posting, I'm like, what did she do to these people to actually give her the money? And not only that, she was a student. Yes, she was a student. She was actually a level 4 student at Bayero University, Kano. Now, I'm not saying that a student can, a student can have a business idea or cannot be able to, come up with idea, but the possibility of a student understanding a business sense and what it entails to be a business person and following it through. I'm telling you, it is in Nigerian circumstances, in Nigerian situation where we don't go through business school, where people don't train, when we don't have mentors, it is like, let's say, maybe 5%. Okay. All right. So then what did she do? I'm going to go through because she actually sent out, oh dear, let me read Daniel's comment. Daniel says, people's eagerness to gain wealth overnight is the main reason why they keep falling for fraudsters. It's saddening that despite the high rate of Ponzi scheme nowadays, majority barely run backward check on. That's what. Thank you. I didn't even read what I just copied Daniel's. I didn't even read it, and that's what I'm saying. Do we actually before you even go into that business, before you start putting down your 1 million, 3 million, do you actually research the person? I am on a lot of WhatsApp pages and group, and I have people sending a lot of business idea, crypto, Ponzi, put this, and I'm like, seriously? There's no way. I don't even care how the investment is going to be. Listen, this business idea was doomed from the start. I'm going to explain to you why, okay? That if you had sat down, spoken to someone who is actually business inclined, you will understand that food business is perishable. Let me tell you something. You cannot store onions. You cannot store tomato. And 6 months later, you expect to get billions and billions of return. Tomato, that's a lifetime span is so short, or onions that if you don't sell it immediately, it will rot. Who convinces these people to go into this kind of business without actually doing a little bit of research? Am I saying that farm storage business is not? Of course it's there. But around the world, all over the world, the people that do mass storage are governments. Every government have what they call a food bank, because only the government can absorb massive decay of foodstuff. An individual can't. Farming produce are things that you must sell immediately as you cultivate it. Now, for someone to say that you should pay 1 million, 2 million, people even invested as much as 100 million. Hey. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Let's see. Somebody says something that I actually quite agreed on, and I'm going to, read what this guy said. He said, Ovaioza's business model is very lucrative one, especially if you have access to the kind of capital she had access to. Greed, mismanagement, and extravagant lifestyle. Yeah. She actually into agricultural product sales and warehousing on a large scale. Her business was legit at first with steady return on capital proof. When people start noticing her, then gullible investors start rolling in. You see, let me tell you something, yeah. Is there anything like, food storage business? Of course there are. People do it. I mean, even when we're growing up, you guys must have seen, your grandfathers or your grandmothers having this yam band where they keep all their yams or all their ede, and then they go. Of course there are. Do you understand? So there's something called food storage business. But my doubt is for it to have gone to this large scale where she was collecting 500,000 from people and then she was promising them money. You cannot promise return on a large scale on food products. It's not possible. It's not possible. Because let me tell you, ask a farmer. You don't know. Even if you have a farm, the acre is so much. Anything could happen. There are pesticides, there are lots of beats, there's things that could eat up your farm produce or what you have planted. So how were Nigerians so gullible that they were sending money and they kept sending money, 500,000 for you to go into what? And what I don't understand too was when she started her lifestyle, because what we are getting from when I tried to research her and try to understand what went wrong, this woman started giving out people, like she was giving out giveaway, tons of money giveaway. She bought cars. She even at one time gave someone on her Facebook Benz. Yes, so mint Benz. Like she was giving people 1 million as giveaway, 500K as, I'm like, seriously? Biko, tell me, even Dangote, even people that we know, Bill Gates, will just come on Facebook and what they start doing is giving people millions and me. Oh, come on. The lifestyle of a person tells you whether they are a serious business person or not. Remember, these were people's money that she had in trust. Am I saying she did not have any business plan? Of course, maybe she had a business plan. Was she naive? Yes, she was. Did she actually went beyond, above what she should have done? Maybe she did. But greed and inability for her to study the market that she was in got her into this mess. Maybe when she was on a small scale, it worked. It was actually working. I'm going to read what people are saying later. Maybe, but first of all, buying I just read a message that she sent on, and this is what she had to say this evening. She said she was talking about the fact that what her problem has to do with SEC, that she did not register her company, and the fact that now she's making her turnover is like 1 billion. That was why people came after her, and that it was because Corporate Affairs Commission, her company was not registered and they cannot register a Binance. I'm like, seriously? My mom now buying and selling, her company was registered though. My she was it was I mean even tell her how she go register them. So I don't know what they are talking about now. Unless she was so greedy that she decided, Nigerians and IPO. Maybe she decided to do IPO. Because even Omana or Okonkwo and Son, you can register it. Even Ijoma and Brothers, you can register it. So I didn't get her story. I'm trying to understand what she was talking about SEC, and I'm the lawyer, and they are saying that because she did not register it on Securities and Exchange Commission, I don't know. They noticed her business and then they came for her. Well, she's promising to pay back people's money that she took, which means she must be out of police cell. I don't know. To be frank with you, at the end of the day, greed and the fact that people do not want to do the grinds, they don't want to work. They want to make that money as quick as possible. Let me see what some someone just wrote and said, even me, I still do food storage business today, but on selected products. So any farm produce that require maintenance during storage is not my type. Thank you so much. I mean, yeah, I don't need to be a farmer. I don't even need to go to farming school for me to know that for her to have done this on a large scale, and then for her to have been taking people's money, it was doomed to fail, to be frank with you. And also, I feel it is stupidity for someone to give another person 500,000 for them to now send and produce for you 6 months later. If you take that 500,000 and on your own you go to North or Kaduna or Kano or Jos and you buy those things and you bring it before 1 month, you can even make a return. Why will you give somebody your 500,000 and the person now sends you product like 6 or 5 months later? I don't get it. There's another one that someone was, trying to, what I do, I just block them on my timeline when they send that to me. I just block them. Even if you want me to advertise, I'll block you because I don't believe in it. First of all, I'm a marketer. I'm a strategic marketer. I studied branding before I become a teacher. And when I look at your brand and I look at what you are selling and it doesn't work well, I will block you because it doesn't make sense. How can you pay someone 250,000 naira in January for the person to send you stuff in Christmas time for you to sell? I'm like, seriously? Do they know what you can use 250,000 to do within 12 months? Don't they understand? Igbo people need to teach people how to sell. Money in your shop at hand that you are investing on and doing a turnover on will make you a lot of money before 12 months. And I'm seeing people telling me how if they put the money with the woman and 12 months time, I'm like, seriously? Oh my God. People actually need to be enlightened and really need to go back and study, because sometimes I wonder the kind of education that we are having. We don't have business sense, and that is why this kind of Ponzi, this kind of pyramid scheme, and this kind of scam will continue because we are so gullible. We are so gullible. We have left the Obodo Yibo people and the white people that we used to scam. We are now scamming our own people. Do you understand? This is the latest now. And the funny thing is that every 6 months, another of this kind of story happens. Another person has been swindled, another person has been scammed, and yet another people will still join and give them money. Hi. Yeah, it's horrible. But my anger is for people that actually believe in these people, that actually give them money. How can I see someone like this? Like, you are telling me you're a CEO, and this is what you are showing me on your Facebook and Twitter account, and I'm going to give you my 500,000. No, I won't. I can't. There's no way I can. Unless that money was not hard earned, I can't give my 500,000 hard earned money to someone who is dressing this way. To be frank with you, if I'm going to give somebody my money, you cannot be a slave girl. See, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Unless not juju, because I don't get it. I still don't get it. I'm trying to understand how people were swindled by someone that started with, she was even begging money. I saw one of the posts that someone posted where she was begging for 5,000. Am I saying people can make it? Of course, people can make it, but research before you start giving out that your hard-earned money. I don't know what you guys think about this story. I don't know how, this her now. Niger police had thought you just change. Nigerian people, we can be very, 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 very bad. People were like, are you sure this is her? Because she changed from this to this. And if you go on Twitter, people are asking, are you sure this is her? Did something happen to her? Yes, so it's her. Okay. All right. So basically, let me see. People say, how can a woman put such stuff? Why can't people learn to respect themselves first? I don't, even the woman puts just if people that. What about the people that gave her 1 million, 500 million, 100 million? The people that invested in her business, seeing her putting such stuff, I'm asking, what happened to them? What happened to them? Did they not actually assess their partner? I'm not going to invest for somebody where they dress like that. I'm telling you, I don't know what's going on. And I'm going to end by saying, you know what? There's this culture of, get something quick fix. We want to do things very, 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 very as fast as, some of us we've tried different kind of business and we're still trying. As you can see, yeah, many of us have, for me personally, I don't sell shoe, I don't sell clothes, I don't do hair. I have done banking. I'm a teacher. I don't teach people to, so I have done a lot because my focus is legit. And this, whether you like it or not, when you want fast money, you want that thing to happen overnight, you get swindled. I'm telling you, you just get yourself fucked up. Work hard, hustle, grind. You see, some of us every evening we're doing news, we're doing content, we're looking for story. And then you come on social media tomorrow, you want to hit it immediately. Oh God, be calming down. Be calming down. Okay? This hand will touch all of us. This money go drop on all of us. But we need to work hard for the money. We need to actually make sure that we have put in the sweat. And this is why we have rituals on the rise in our society, because we are losing value. We want quick money, today money, tomorrow, we are rich. It doesn't pay. All right, guys, this is the story of Ovaioza and the farm products. And yeah, basically, she has been arrested. I think she must have been released by now for her to have come on, unless it's not her writing. That's her. Yeah, actually, she got married to her driver and she sent the man to abroad. I think the guy is in America now. And she bought houses with your money. Well, she says she will pay back your money, Sha. This one, another man down, another man down. One person got in. They move on to the next person. Another person now will now come up with another idea and they will sell it to you guys and you guys will buy. When are we going to start getting sense? There's one woman that was lamenting how she was duped by this, but I'm like, you know what? You are a case. You have a problem. That means you are very gullible. Another person will dupe you again. They are no more duping white people. They are now duping us because we are very greedy. All right, what do you guys think about this story? Drop your comments, like, share. Just help me by subscribing to my channel and also my YouTube channel, my Facebook channel, and read your news on my news website. God bless you for all your support. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Oh dear. Bye-bye. Where's my music now?